It's actually Thursday the 14th of December, and this is the first time I've picked up the camera since my birthday, which was Sunday the 10th. So I have not been very well. I went to work on Monday feeling a bit weird, and then left work at 2 o'clock. Got into bed at 2:30 and did not get out of bed until about 2 o'clock on Tuesday. So yeah, I was sick on Tuesday, you know, like shivers, fever, and now I've got like a full-on cold. I went to work yesterday, managed to do the whole day, and then I had a hospital appointment, and then I went out for like a birthday Christmas thing at the yarn hut, and then today I've been home again because I just could not breathe. At a push 3 hours sleep, because I saw every hour other than 2 a.m. And yeah, and then I couldn't get back to sleep. My body just wouldn't let me go back to sleep this morning after I called into work. So I've been sat on the sofa most of the day. Yeah, I edited and uploaded day 10 of Vlogmas, and then sat and watched other people's Vlogmases. And I've just watched the latest episode of Critical Role as well for campaign 3. So I'm up to date until then, until tonight's one goes up. And yeah, so my husband actually said to me that if sitting at home is not doing anything, try going out for a walk. So I'm all coated up, scarfed up, gloved up, ready to go out for a walk. It's pitch black outside, but I'm hoping I'll get some footage of the Christmas lights, so at least it'll be pretty. And yeah, basically I contacted the doctors and they said, oh, we think it's a viral infection, another one, rest fluids and painkillers. And I'm thinking, but I'm not in pain, I just can't breathe. So Lemsip is doing nothing. I've had nearly a whole pack of Lemsip day and night. It's done absolutely nothing, hasn't even touched it, hasn't made any difference whatsoever. So I've added it in. I've still got naproxen left over, so I've started adding that into the mix. I know it's not good to mix lots of painkillers. Well, that's what my husband said, but to me, Lemsip isn't a painkiller. Does that make sense to me? To me, that makes sense. I know it's got ibuprofen in it, but I don't know. Yeah, so I've had one naproxen today, and if I have something to eat for dinner, then I might have another one before I go to bed. But again, nothing is touching this thing. So I'm going out for a walk to see if the fresh air will clear it a little bit, and I might actually get some sleep tonight and be able to go back to work tomorrow. I hate having time off, and yeah, it's more workload for people at work. It's more workload for me actually at home, because I have to set cover work. And I'd much rather be in school helping kids finish off their projects. I mean, who else wouldn't? I love seeing their finishes and I love seeing their faces when they finish them. And yet I can't be there because this is going on. Right, I'm going out for a walk before I decide not to because it's cold. Morning, it is day 16 of Advent. My lips are so dry. I can't open my mouth fully without everything stretching and hurting. So yeah, eating's fun. I've not been well for pretty much the whole week. So I did explain some of this on Thursday, I think, which was day 14, so that would have come first. Yeah. So now I have a nasty cough again, which is similar to what I had back in July. And I have lots of things to catch up on because I've spent most of this week asleep. So anyway, what I thought I would do first is share with you some of the gifts that I got for my birthday at the weekend. Yeah, and then what I got on Wednesday and some of the cards that I got as well. And then I will open up the last 6 days of Toft Advent. Yeah. I do have breakfast sitting right in front of me, so I mean, is it morning still? Yes, it is. It's not quite 12 o'clock yet. Seriously, this really hurts. Anyway, my voice is still a bit weird. I've had a shower. We're just going to go with it, aren't we? So, so from my parents, I showed you what they'd already sent me, or already sent me home with a few weeks back. But when we went over on Sunday, I was also gifted a box of Lindor strawberry, which are very tasty. They're very creamy though, so I've only had like 3 because with being ill, yeah, it's not a great mixture at the minute. But my dad also gave me some puzzles, so I thought I would share those with you as well. I now have quite a small selection of puzzles that I can work through, so some of them are unopened just because I don't really have the space at the minute, but I want to be able to have space to do them. So yeah, we have this one which is called Behind the Scenes, which is things that go on backstage of the theatre. So you've got lots of costumes, there's wigs, there's props, there's your dressing tables, so that's quite a nice one. I also have this one. This one is called Vintage Dressmaking. So some really lovely sort of designs on here, different bits and bobs used for dressmaking. I've got a couple more actually that are dressmaking based. Yeah, one's called Knit and Natter, and I think one is the sewing room or something. One of them was from a charity shop, but that doesn't matter. And I haven't done either of those yet either. What else do I want to show you? So I got some birthday cards. So this one is from, I think this is from my aunt and uncle. Yeah. It says, could I have the fruit salad with no cream, please? But then could you get my order wrong and bring me the triple chocolate fudge cake instead? Which I thought was quite funny. I do like a chocolate fudge cake. Strangely though, I can't have chocolate fudge cake and drink alcohol at the same time. They just don't mix very well for me. What's this one? We have this one from my nan, which says, eggs are good for a fitness diet. If you don't like the taste, just add cocoa, flour, sugar, butter, baking powder and cook at 180 for 20 minutes. Again, chocolate cake. There's a theme here. I think this one is from my grandmother. Yeah. So it just says very special granddaughter. Yeah. So that was Sunday. My parents also got me one of those big bottles of Fanta Fruit Twist because it's one of my favourite drinks. Although I haven't opened it yet. So it's currently sitting in the fridge. I also got a nice card from my great aunt as well, from Mallorca. This is lovely. She always finds really lovely cards. So it looks embroidered. Yeah. And she's coming over for Christmas. So it'll be really nice to see her again. And then, yeah, Wednesday we were at the yarn shop for like a mixture of 2 birthdays and Christmas. So I've got a picture of the cake that we had. And when it came in, I was like, why did it say 66? I was like, but I'm 36 and Amy's 30. And then I realised it's 30 plus 36. Which is quite clever. Yeah, so I got a couple of birthday cards as well. Got this one because I love the Minions. I think they're really funny. That's from Susanna. And then this one's from everybody. And I did warn Helen. I said, you know, trying to find a birthday card in December, it's not fun. Because everything's Christmas related. So he was like, you're right. I also got a nice big box of celebrations, which again is unopened at the minute. You can tell I'm not well because otherwise I would have eaten most of this already. That's from Susanna. And she also got me I think it's a bottle of Prosecco. So that is in the kitchen. So every one of us now has the opportunity to make a Lapland blanket. So I posted in our chat before the cow started the picture of the finished blanket, and everyone has made it since. So Lynn bought it, Amy bought it, and they've both made theirs. Then we bought it for Lorraine for her birthday. She then bought more yarn so she could make it bigger. And we all bought it for Helen for her birthday so she could make one. So everyone but me and Kira and Christine in the group. No. More than half of us have now got a kit to make one or have made one. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to working that up. It's a really lovely pattern. It is mosaic crochet and it is by Anna Nikki Perovich. And then we did this little secret Santa that wasn't secret for a couple of us because we organised it. Basically, everyone got a little gingerbread house and it had 2 balls of yarn in it by Rico Roomy DK. And we got a pattern to make some mug cozies that look like little Christmas jumpers. And because we were making mug cozies, it was like, well, we need a mug then. So we all got mugs with our names on and the not so secret crochet club. Now I have actually finished the main part of the mug cozy, but I need to finish the gingerbread first because I've had to go down a hook size to get gauge. So the next little bit is amigurumi type. So I need my 2.5, which is in the gingerbread man, so I need to finish that first before I can finish this. But yeah, so that is what we did. We also got scratch cards, and I did win after we worked out how to play the things, because I just scratched off willy-nilly and realised that's wrong. So I won a £5 in the first game, nothing in the second, and nothing in the third. And then there's a multiplier, so I actually won £10 because it doubles. So I've got to go and put some money in my account, so I'm going to see if I can cash that in at the post office. before I go to the shop today, because it is Saturday and we didn't do a workshop this morning because it is so close to Christmas. But we're going to go to the shop anyway, just for a nice little hangout. So yeah, so that is birthday stuff. Yeah, it's just a shame that I've not been very well this week, but I have a finish. So you may remember I've been working on a Christmas stocking. Now what I will say is mine does not look like that. Mine looks very long, and when I counted the rows of popcorn stitches, I have the right amount here, but my stocking is a bit longer, even though I've followed the measurements. Anyway, but this section here looks different to mine. Now, although I like the yarn, and I like the look of this, I did not enjoy the pattern. It is Starcraft 10030. The yarn is Winter Magic XL. Yeah. Which is a super chunky. So that's what it looks like. So it's not quite, I think it says to block it, but I don't know how you would block it. So what I was doing was actually rolling the top bit down to make it a bit shorter. Now, what I find odd is in the pattern it says repeat this section repeat the 2 rows until it reaches a certain length, and you end on a popcorn round. Okay, so I ended on a popcorn round, and then you do the foot bit, the heel, and then you go back to joining in the round, but the first round is a popcorn round, which means you've got 2 bobbles sitting right next to each other, but that isn't on the picture, so I don't know what's going on with the pattern, but there we go. So that is going to go to the shop today. It's a nice big Christmas stocking, because that is for the shop, even though it's now pretty much Christmas, and the shop isn't open anymore. This is the last day, but yeah, I thought I would take it in with me so they can see it finished, and yeah, maybe others will want to make their own, but I don't think I'll be making another one, I'm afraid. I had to use a 9mm hook, so I had to borrow one because I couldn't find one at home. But yeah, so I'm going to have a very quick breather, and then we'll open up the last 6 days of Advent. Right, I'm back. I've eaten breakfast, brushed my teeth, sorted my hair out, and now I've got my Christmas jumper on. This one is Pikachu. Yeah, so I also missed a card because this one was given to me at work from everyone in my team. It's really lovely. My little cake stand and all the little cupcakes. So pretty. So, yep. That's all birthday stuff. Right, we're going to open up all the days I have missed from Advent. So the last time I opened it was the 10th. I didn't open on the 11th because I felt unwell in the morning, and then even though I came home early from work, I went straight to bed. So, and then Tuesday I was in bed. Wednesday I was just about out the door for work. Thursday I was in bed, and Friday I was at work. So I just figured I would do it all today. So we have our lovely green sack. So I need 11 which is this room, the 11. I need 12. Now this is where it's going to get tricky because that's 15. I need that one. they're mostly small boxes now. So 22, 13, 14, 16 is today, 12, right, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, I have them all. So I have 4 little boxes and 2 big boxes. So there is 1 big box in here left, and the rest are all small boxes. And the big box is day 18. So I know tomorrow... Oh, it's all tied itself up. Tomorrow I'm going to need to find a small box. It is very empty now. Right, so let's start with day 11. Okay, we have another ball of plum. It's very purple this advent, but I'm quite liking it. So we have another ball of plum. Day 12 is a little one. Oh, I see a hook. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what that is. It looks like a dog, perhaps, in a nutcracker outfit. I'm not sure if it will focus, but I'll try and take a picture. So, oh, they see tuft on the back as well. That's cute. Right, I'm going to put that back in there for a minute. So that's day 12. 13. Oh, we've got another card. Now that is definitely a little drummer of some kind. Yep. So we've got a little drummer. As I said, I will take photos because my phone is really not very good at focusing on stuff. Right, 14. These are all very light. Have they all got stitch markers in? Oh no, this one's got a darning needle because we're going to need that. So that's ready for when we come to sew up. Wait, does that mean day 14 pattern we had things to sew together? I guess we'll find out. Day 15 is one of the big boxes, and this one has the top of the clock on it. Now, I thought this was stuffing because it's very light, but it's also it is stuffing. It is filled to bursting with stuffing. So that tells me it's a stuffing day for yesterday. And then day 16, we've got another stitch marker. And this one, oh, it looks like a little king. He's got a little flag. Very cute. So I'll take some pictures of the stitch markers. And I need to check the pattern, but I need to... I've not done any of it. I started day 9 and I got the first section of the pattern done where I broke off the yarn. Now I need to add the beads to the yarn and join it back on to finish off his little coat, and then I've got one of his and then I need to do the tail on the left, and I think day 10 was the tail on the right as well. Anyway, I am by no means up to date, but I wanted to show you all the different bits and bobs that I hadn't opened yet. So that is me open and up to date, but I need to crochet and be up to date. So I am now going to take myself off to the shop. I need to put some money in my account, so I'm going to do that on the way because there's a post office on the way that does it, and see if I can cash in my scratch card. Yeah, so I'm going to put my shoes on. I need to go fill up my water bottle, and then I am off to the shop. Hi, it's the afternoon. Still coughing. I've just had something to eat. We had some chicken goujons and a wrap with some tomato ketchup because I've been at the shop most of the afternoon, or all of the afternoon actually. I went to the post office to pay some money into my account and collect my winnings from my scratch card. I've never done that before. And then went to the iron shop. So I was there just before 1 o'clock. And I stayed until, so it closes at 4. We were there for maybe 4:15. I did pick up a couple of balls of yarn, but I have good reason for it. So I'll get them out and I'll show you and explain. So first of all, I needed some white for our mug cozies. And just to add to my general yummy stash, because I don't actually have any white. And it's quite nice to do projects that need 2 colours, especially animals. So yeah, I figured I would just get a ball, and then any one of us who needs white yummy to finish off their mug cozies, they can have some of this because it goes a long way. And because I am working on the gingerbread house, I realised that I didn't have any green yarn because I used every little bit of it to finish my shawl. Oh, I don't know where the shawl's gone. My rainbow shawl, the rainforest retreat one. And so I picked up a ball of the lime. So I have some green. So this will make a nice little Christmas tree because there's a few different green pieces in the cowl. And then realised I don't actually have any white to do snow. I had ecru, but it's not really white. So I picked up a ball of white as well. Now it looks very, very white. So we'll see how it comes out. But yes, so I have those for the gingerbread house, and then this one for the mug cozy and just general yummy stash. And I finished the stocking, didn't I? So I have an empty Christmas bag now. So I'm actually going to transfer the gingerbread house from this one into this one because that makes more sense to me. Yep, so we're going to do that now. So I already have 2 balls of butterscotch. The hooks are in here as well. So I have a 4 and a 3.5 in here. Still haven't done any more other than the 16 rows, but I'm going to pop that into the bag with the hooks. I'm going to put the extra ball of butterscotch with the other 2, and then I've got a whole bag of all the other colours that I have left over that I'm going to try and use up. So I shouldn't have very much left. Well, no, it doesn't take a lot of yarn, to be fair. So yeah, they're in there at the moment, and that's that. So now I have this one empty. And what else am I doing? I have, in this one today, I have been working on the gingerbread man because I need the 2.5 mil for my mug cozy, and I've now put his eyes in and finished his head. So I just need to do a chain for his mouth and some eyebrows. I've got to do some buttons and a bow tie. So now I need to find the yarn for those. I think they're all buried somewhere in here. So I'll find that. I just need to sew up the top of his head from where he was stuffed. So that's all of him done and all the stuffing, so I can put the extra stuffing back in the stuffing bag behind me. That's what I have left of the gingerbread ball. I don't know how much I had to begin with, to be fair. I did write it down somewhere. I probably put it on Ravelry now. I did write it down because I was worried that I wouldn't know. And I like to record everything. on my Ravelry page. So, so yeah, so now I have that free, but I want to do the buttons and the bow tie first because they won't take long. And I do have the white sparkly yarn somewhere. There it is. So I'll do his mouth and his eyebrows very quickly. And then I've got another bag free. And that is a project off of my whip list then, which I had started prior to this year. So I'm really pleased that he's now pretty much finished. So once I have finished the gingerbread man and all his little accessories, I have got a letter A to make, so I will do that as well. And then I'll get cracking on, I don't know yet, I might do the Toft, I might finish my mug cozy, not sure, we'll see. Yeah, so that is it at the minute. I'm going to find the yarn for the gingerbread man and crack on with him. And what else was I going to tell you? Oh yes, I remember. I never showed you the tree that my friend bought me because I don't have space for a tree. So I have a little cactus instead. And the best bit is it lights up. I love it. It's so quirky. It's just a bit of me. There is a little book that came with it as well, which is hiding behind the camera, and it is Have Yourself a Quirky Little Christmas, and it's got little stories in there of all different weird traditions. So what I'll do, I'm not sure how many there are in here. Let me pop this down just a sec. It just says around the globe. It doesn't say how many there are though. I read a couple out to my friends on Zoom the other day. There's only 30 pages, so I mean if they're all at least 2 pages long. Right, there are 10 little stories in here, so maybe I'll read one later, and that'll give us 10 up in the lead up to Christmas from today. So yeah, come back in a little bit and I'll read one of those. I'll just read the first one because it's easier. So on Thursday, when I wasn't very well, I tried to catch up on a lot of Vlogmases, and the same with yesterday evening as well. So I think I'm all caught up with Sophie of a Spring Snowflake. I'm almost caught up with Helen of the Giddy Yarns, who is Giddy Knits podcast. I think they're the only 2 I've actually watched so far. I have watched episodes 1 and 2 of Knit 365's Vlogmas. However, he is also doing the Toft Advent, and I was a part way through the 3rd part, I think, when they're in France, and he was working on the next bit of the Toft Advent, which I haven't done yet. So I've paused that, and once I've caught up a little bit more on the Toft, I will go back and watch the rest of that episode. But for now, I am going to find some yarn and we're going to dress the gingerbread man. It's gone 11:30, but I have finished 2 things. I have finished my little gingerbread man. He has sparkly green yarn for his tie, his bow tie, and sparkly red yarn for his berry buttons. I think he's really cute. He's a lot smaller than the first one I made, but I'll get the other one out tomorrow and show you them side by side so you can see the difference in size. I was asked to make a letter to go with the Dalmatians I made last month, So I've also just made a letter A. I've doubled it up because otherwise it was curling. So hopefully this will keep it nice and flat. So I'm just waiting to hear back about that one, and then that can go off to his new owner. But yeah, I thought I'd show you Gingerbread Man because I'm going to head to bed in a second, but I wanted to read you the first story in this teeny tiny book. So it says, "What? You've never seen a Christmas cactus before?" It says, "Ceramic Christmas trees have donned mantles and windowsills for generations and have become a symbol of the holiday season. Like a garland on the staircase or a wreath on the door, the little light-up trees have become a staple in Christmas decorating. So why now are you looking at a ceramic Christmas cactus? What meaning is this? Well, who's to say that a dead evergreen tree is any more Christmassy than a cactus? This prickly spin on the classic tree is a perfect way to add some itty-bitty teeny tiny southwestern holiday flair to your home or office." It says, "If you think displaying a light-up ceramic Christmas cactus is weird, just don't wait until you read on about some curious, strange, and even downright scary Christmas traditions from around the world. You'll see that Christmas cactus might be something you can get behind. Listen, let's just be happy it's not a giant child-eating cat." It's very strange. Well, I will read another one of those tomorrow. So yeah, I didn't realise there was lots of ceramic trees, but there we go. So I'm going to bed because I'm tired and I've got lots to do tomorrow. So I'll see you all then. Bye.